Hello one and all, this Nerdcraft here, bringing you Game 2 of this best of 3 series from MLG Winter Arena here, spawning on the eastern position. I meant eastern, not west-east, because that would be center, and I don't think you can spawn right here. Is going to be our blue Terran player, who took the last game in a really awesome way. It was a really close game, too. Is going to be none other than our blue Terran player, MKP MarinKing Prime, known as Boxer Prime, or Boxer, Fake Boxer. The King of Marines, the Silver Terran, which I think spoiler alert, he broke. He broke that. He got rid of that nickname. He's no longer the Silver Terran. He's the Golden King. All this stuff, I am like the Golden King and the Silver Terran. I never heard him called the Silver Terran, but I have. He has been notoriously known for placing second, and the Golden King thing I completely made up just because he's awesome. Anyway, you're spawning on the northern position, close air on Metalopolis, is going to be a red Zerg player who not only took MLG Orlando, but was the only one who could be taken down by, the only one to take him down, who was able to take him down at Providence was Lenok. It is going to be our red Zerg player. I am Losira. I am not Losira, but he is Losira. Ha ha ha! See, I always have to put those bad jokes in there. Losira just all-around dominant player. He's really macro-heavy, macro-intensive player. I don't really know if he's that aggressive of a player, but as we can see here, he's going to be going for a 15 hatchery, a 14 hatch actually. A little earlier of a hatch, and of course, standard against a Terran player. Would not be surprised to see MarinKing take that Reactor Hellion opening. So far, he does not have any gas, so it looks like he might be doing a gasless expo, which is always interesting about Metalopolis, because I don't know, to me it feels like it's a bit smaller just because like I really like large maps like Tall Dream Altar, Terminus RE, GSL Crevasse, Grand Line, you know, maps like that. If anyone got that Grand Line joke, meet me at SC2BW channel. So, as you can see, most likely going to be going for a gasless expo. He is at 16. I don't believe. Well, of course he's not. Yes, it is. Of course he's going to be doing a 16 expansion. He is getting a command center there at 16. Extractor going to be put down on that Vespian Geyser. The refinery was put down as well. So, you know, that's just pretty much standard. You get the factory, you get the command center down, then you put the refinery up as soon as you can right afterwards. You know, nothing different or indication of a build. But again, MarinKing's barracks placing is kind of odd, I think. I think he actually does do the space placing right there. So you can put a reactor or a tech lab down instead of having to lift it. You know, you run the risk of letting a link in, or you even lose a little time on your production. Of course, when you're a pro like this, when you're on MarinKing Prime's level and Losira's level, the time is everything. It's pretty much no matter what you got. Like, it may seem like small, minuscule seconds, but that can actually make the difference in a game, especially in mirror matchups. As you can see, the Marines still trying to take down this extractor, but it is not going down easy. It's actually hovering around the 80 life mark. Oh, no, it is slowly going down. Losira's hatchery was established. His pool just finished up. The queen actually just finished up, and the pool came before the queen. And spine crawler coming up here. Everything's standard so far. There's absolutely nothing new going on. The factory is going down, so we could see a reactor Hellion. There is the second refinery going down as well. I don't know. I feel so unsafe when there's not a wall against Zerg. The reactor is going down earlier than it did in the last game, so this might actually indicate that there is going to be a reactor Hellion opening, as opposed to the last game where he did the reactor Marine Hellion push with a medevac too, making it last a lot longer. And a third coming up here for MarinKing as well. So he's gonna be gearing into extreme heavy macro mode. Of course, he is putting this down here because he's not going to get his third right away. He's instead going to use this, get really heavy saturation in his mineral line, and also utilize those mules. And then he's going to do a mass, then he's going to establish his third, and he's going to have a mass transfer over to the third or to the second. Almost instant saturation. I've talked about this before in other games, I know. Reactor Hellions are indeed going to be coming out. Now the Marines are going to be going into the bunker. That Ling did the Ling see it? Oh, it did see it. The Ling did see, but he has no other information. He luckily does not know about this third. He just knows that there is an expansion going up, which is right there. So, hey, I mean, technically you could think there's a third, because, oh, hey, there's a command center building there, there's a command center there. I mean, you think about it, but, you know, Losira's not going to be thinking about it that way, because he has the knowledge to know that that was most likely lifted up and brought over to the expansion. Hellion's going to be able to take out this Ling here, take the Xelnaga Tower, kind of establish a little map control there. Overlord's sitting in the middle. He's like what the Overlord's doing right now is he's not actually worried about the Zerg swarm or anything. He's sitting over this, floating, and however he floats, whether it be like glands of hydrogen or helium gas within his being. But he's just floating there, looking down this giant pit, wondering, why did the architect of this building do that? And the Hellions are actually going to go to this side too, check for any scouting. Just pretty much map control here. He could, what you usually commonly see from Hellions is that they sit at the edge of the creep, and then once tumors spread, they take them out, making it really annoying. Overlord coming in for a scout, going to see that, oh, hey, look, there's a third there, 1, 2, 3. So that's definitely going to tell Losira somewhat of what MarinKing is planning on doing. He did only see the factory, the barracks, and the factory, and more Hellions are coming out from MarinKing. What do we have from Losira? Well, he's getting his expansion hatchery, his macro hatchery, as well as layer tech and a baneling's nest. So far, all indications go towards Ling Baneling Muta, but of course, there's also the possibility of a Ling Baneling Infester. He does have all 4 gases, so, and he's banking some gas. So yeah, I do think we will be seeing some Mutalisks coming out here from Losira fairly soon. Level 1 Carapace as well as Metabolic Boost just finally about to finish up. Creep Sweep here coming in with all those Hellions. How much Hellions, you may ask, that is? Well, if we look, that was actually 7 Hellions. Well, it was once 8 Hellions, but then 1 died. So level 1 Carapace just at 50 seconds out of 160. The more Creep Sweep going down, which just has to be the most annoying thing for Zerg players out of all time, is when they know that when their creep is constantly denied, and we can see that the factory's not going to stop until they get off the creep to try and take out those lings. Burrow coming up as well, centrifugal hooks. So we're definitely going to be seeing burrowed banelings. That's going to be freaking awesome. And his third is coming up as well, but Losira is not teching at all, as opposed to MarinKing, who is teching heavily currently right now, transitioning into that standard Marine tank build. That's, you know, kind of the staple child for builds against Zerg. And a lot of Ling's going to be doing a run by up here. Going to check for that third. Going to see that, oh, the third is not yet established. He's just trying to get a heavy saturation. The Spire is coming up now. Putting a Ling there down in third to try and deny it. Then they're going to just try and do a run by, or they're going to wait till Centrifugal Hooks is done and then turn into Balins. No, they are just going to go straight for the run by, disregarding that bunker and just letting a handful of Lings go in. Going to be able to take out a couple of SCVs. Oh man, that one Ling right there is going to be the most annoying thing in the world. Oh, that's so annoying. That Ling, come on, kill the Ling. It only has 12 health. There you go. And that only took out 1 SCV, or that didn't even take out any SCVs, surprisingly, from Losira. I do think, however, he saw the third. If he didn't see it, he'll see it now with this Ling, who is actually burrowed right outside. Not going to be able to deny it, but he is going to be able to see it and maybe even burrow up, turn into a Baneling, burrow again. I don't know. That'd be really cool if he could. Ling's coming over here. They're like, aha, we see that. We're going to kill it. We're going to eat it because we eat metal. Oh, no. Actually, the Ling was in the right position for that. Hellions coming in, going to be able to take out these Lings that are acting as a potential threat. Spire is now finished as there's a drop in the bag. Double medevac drop. Going to be, I don't think it took out any SCV or any drones so far. And only a handful of Marines did die, but that medevac almost went down as well. Losira just really able to respond to these really quickly. As you see, yeah, again, no drones killed. 12 Mutalisks on the way. I don't think MarinKing has seen the Spire at all, has he? He has not seen the Spire, so he should be thinking that Mutalisks would be coming around this time, but he only has a single missile turret as just a precaution, and it's only in one base. So once these Mutalisks come forward, you know, MarinKing is going to have one hell of a time doing that. Luckily, he does have a lot of Marines. It does have 25, and they do have Stim, and they are 1-1. But now these Marines getting us around. They're going to see that, oh crap, there are Mutalisks. He's going to start probably putting up some turrets right now. I would not be surprised to see Losira go for production instead of SCVs, because sure, you can have as much minerals as you want, but if you can't produce with it, what's the point? Actually, I have a friend, Puck, who is pretty high GM. I've talked about him before on my channel. He recently went to the Midwestern Meltdown LAN tournament, and he actually lost a game. He lost the third place matchup because he just couldn't keep up on production. So that's what happened there. As you can see, the Marines stimming around, trying to get these mules out of the way. More and more turrets are being established. Just 3 turrets so far here. You know, this natural is completely unprotected, but there are a lot of Marines over there. As you can see, massive run by at the 3rd. Going to be able to take out a lot of SCVs. You can see here, 10 SCVs, actually not that much. Going to be able to bury a Zergling there too to deny the orbital command from dropping down again. And just a quick scan there, going to take it out. We can see that, interested on the income here, 77 drones to 57 SCVs. So Losira up by 20, of course, drones. So let's say he's up by 20 SCVs. If the day Zerglings have SCVs, would just be really scary. 9 more drones are actually coming up from Losira, so he's in a pretty comfortable position. He's just like, yeah, I got enough mutas. I can just go in. I can take out... It's like, yeah, I got enough mutalisks. I can go in. I can take out a handful of missile turrets. I can keep you scared. While at the same time, God, that guy has a long name. Raul Francisco, I think. I don't know. I missed it. I keep forgetting to turn this. Actually, we'll do that right now. Oh, no. We're going to do this right now. Okay. Busy. There. That way, I'm not disturbed. So, like I was saying, he can just go in and say, yeah, I'll keep you aware, and I'm just going to be expanding everything. As you see the 4th coming up. Control or sensor tower has been established here, so you can know MarinKing is going to know when and where those mules are going to be coming in. I want to mention that Losira's marine micro, his mutalisk micro, you know, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's actually a Brood War style, if I do recall right. So I'm not sure if Losira's a former Brood War player, but you know he's doing that kind of mutalisk micro from Brood War. As you can see, the Marines are going to be coming in stim. No medevacs, though. There's a single medevac coming in and a tank wishing he could shoot up in the air. You know, when he was in the academy, when he was in boot camp or the academy, whatever you want to call it, they all lined his unit up. He wanted to be a Marine really badly because he wanted to kill Mutalisks because he has a grudge against Mutalisks. But he was such a big, bulky guy that he couldn't fit into the armor suits. So they said, well, you can't fit into the armor suits, I'm sorry, but you can fit in a tank. He's like, but I'm not going to be able to take out Mutalisks. No, but you can take out the things that help Mutalisks make. So he's like, oh, fine. While the other half of his, while one half of his platoon became Marines and the other half became like medevac pilots and Reapers and Marauders. And, you know, the ones who are the Reapers are dead now, of course. As you can see, MarinKing just coming forward, trying to provoke, just trying to grab, like, just trying to grab units that aren't on hold position, come forward, just like, yeah, come on over. And we can see the Mutalisks are going to come in, be able to snipe a single tank. That tank is really unprotected as well. There are not that much Marines here for MarinKing, surprisingly. It's because they're all over here, trying to prevent the flank. But as you can see, a double prong attack here coming out from Losira. The tank's going to be able to clean up the majority of these Banelings, and now since there's so little Marines and no medevacs, these Mutalisks can actually just take out the rest of these Marines, but he's not going to want to lose them. And now we can see that the Banelings and the Zerglings crashing into the siege tanks, going to be able to clean everything up. The Banelings going down, nice action, some nice Baneling hits going down, but the majority of the Banelings going out right away. And the tank is going to go down as well, and MarinKing has no army, as you can see. Army supply is 51. Okay, so he does have an army, but it's just not that, it's not as prevalent as Losira's, I suppose. Overlord's going to be able to see that there is indeed a drop coming in. Spinecrawler is in range of that, so instant stim as soon as they get out of the medevac. Talk about a rush from the adrenaline from falling out of medevac and then stim, and then also seeing the fact that you are surrounded by Lings and Mutalisks. So yeah, that would be crazy. I mean, those Marines didn't die from Mutalisks or Lings. They died from their heart just exploding. 13 Marines are on their way, as well as 2 siege tanks. We can see a 3 siege tank push here coming up from MarinKing. He's going to want to... Oh, no, he's not going to be taking the high ground. Actually, let's say if he could take that high ground, he'd have a really nice advantage against those Lings. It'd take him a little longer. And catching the tanks on siege, going to get a really beautiful surround here with the Lings. Massive splash damage going down on the Marines as well, so that is not good at all. Level 3 armor for the Marines is going to finish up right now. And the Mutalisks are going to go aiming for production, but more Marines coming in. It's like it's a never-ending cycle of Marines, I suppose, when you, like, control the army of a government that encompasses like what 5 or 4 planets. I'm pretty sure your army is going to be freaking huge. But you also have to wonder throughout this game how many humans have died in the Kapulu sector. That's just a funny little question I've thought, because I think of like things that don't matter. And as you can see, the Marines are going to be stimming forward, and I keep saying as we can see here, of course, as we can see, because you guys are freaking watching it. Marines stimming forward here, going to be able to take out a handful of Lings. I don't know why he decided to run away. These Lings are 2-1 to 3-3 Marines, so yeah, that's why they ran away. 5 more Mutalisks and 14 Zerglings coming up. He's going to try and get the surround, realizing, no, these Marines are too strong. Going to try and deny that command center. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky. does burrow a Zergling there, and gonna deny the command center just a little bit. Run by gonna come in into this main. As you can see there, MarinKing doing nothing. He's just establishing himself right here, trying to see what he can do. His attention so focused on these Marines on this run by over here, and that did take out a couple more SCVs. Now the Mules are going to be coming in. They take out all of the turrets and going to start again trying to go at that production, but unfortunately just not able to. Sorry, I keep saying, oh, I don't know why. I thought I broke that habit. Apparently not. Ling's going to come in for the surround here. No siege tanks in the back, so the Marines can't decide what do they want to kill, Mutalisks or Lings or that single Baleen there. Oh, here comes the Baleen's. Nice explosion going off right there. Not enough medevacs though to kind of keep up with this health of the Marines. These tanks just sitting there. They need to come up and siege. The tanks need to also keep being produced. As you see, there's only one factory tank production, which I can't even remember if that was what he was on already, but I can't recall. We see the burrowed Baleens that burrowed through solid asphalt were scanned because I think he either burrowed in front of him or MarinKing just knows better. And once you see the Lings burrow as much as they do, you're gonna start thinking, oh, he's gonna try and utilize burrow. Sucks to be those Marines because they go up a little too forward. There's the tanks gonna be sieging up. 4 tanks sieging up in the back. Missile turret trying to be established, but it's hard to establish a missile turret when like the whole army dies around you. Unfortunately for MarinKing, the tanks may have gone down, but the Marines are virtually untouched aside from Stim. And now just the amount of Lings and Banelings with mixing with the Mutalisks is going to be too much for Marine, and those Marines are going to be cleaned up. Oh, that was a sensor tower, not a turret. My bad. So you see nice stutter step there from Marine, utilizing the maximizing the amount of damage those Marines can put out. He's just so good at his micro. It's not even funny. I know some people are like, oh, MarinKing's not that great at micros. You think he's like, dude, have you ever watched one of his games? It's freaking amazing. He's like, oh, I watched him do Marine splitting. It's like, well, Marine splitting mini game or that Marine splitting custom game and actual Marine splitting a lot different. So yeah, because you can stim more and more because you'll have medevacs. 15 Balings coming up and single Mutalisk. That is a massive murder of Mutalisks. 26 Mutalisks, gonna soon to be 30 actually. Oh man, they're gonna catch into those Marines. Level 2 flyer carapace just about to finish up. 2, 3, 4 Mutalisks going down right there. I was keeping track by the amount of blood splatters I saw. Ling being burrowed at the what would have been gold expansion, but because this is the MLG version, it is no longer the gold. Mutalisks just trying to go around establishing that really good map control that Mutalisks are so good for. Tank not sieging up in the back, so these are going to go down. Majority of these Lings are not going to be taken out, or I mean, the maximum amount of Lings are not going to be taken out just because of that. I don't even think MarinKing was paying attention over there. No, he's paying attention to this 3-tank Marine push over here with a single medevac, and those Marines are pretty close to being dead. Now these tanks going to be sieging up here, but I don't know if they'll be able to take anything out. Oh, they do manage to take themselves out. Now the Balins come streaming in because they be rolling. Nice explosion there going down on the Marines. More Marines over here trying to clean up this base. Did get some drone kills, but only about 6 drone kills, so not a huge amount. 13 Marines, 2 tanks, and 2 medevacs coming up here for MarinKing as well. He's just constantly keeping that production up. I want to know what his hotkeys are. What is his hotkeys? 6, 5, 4 for his barracks. Okay, so I do 4 for my command centers and 5 for my barracks. And then 3 for SCVs. I suppose that's probably for repair, and then 1 for his army. Cool. I'm learning StarCraft. We see the Mulus coming in over here. Going to be able to get a massive amount of SCV kills. There's just not that much Marine, so I don't know why he's. I feel that a lot of those Zerg players are really quick to get out with their Mutalisks, because even though there are Marines, well, these are 3/3 Marines, and these Mutalisks are only 2/1. So I can understand that actually. Pathogen Glands is about a 4th the way to finish, and Greater Spire coming up on its way. So we're going to see that classic transition from Mutaling Bane into what do you call those things? Broodlords, Broodlord, Infestor, Ling, possibly Banelings as well. As you can see, Banelings actually going off on a lot of SCVs there. Whew, man, 8 Corruptors on their way. And more and more Lings coming in, streaming up, just trying to get surrounded. So Losira is freaking everywhere. I don't even think MarinKing can keep up with him. This is MarinKing we're talking about here. MarinKing can usually keep up with everyone. There's enough Lings to just easily take down that supply depot, but decides not to. He does have Mutalisks to take out production if he so chooses so, but he hasn't been taking out production at all. I feel this game would have gone down a lot quicker if he'd taken out production. Now that I'm going to have to remember, bunker surrounded by supply depots. That's like how I beat the final level of the campaign. I surrounded the tower with bunkers, filled them with Marines, and then I surrounded those bunkers with more bunkers. That's how I did it. And I surrounded those bunkers with missile turrets because I didn't take out the Megas network. Massive Baneling explosions going down on everything. Just going to clean up all of those Lings. These Lings are really cleverly burrowed over there. I forgot to mention that. As you can see, a small tank, a couple SCVs, probably just for repair, and yeah, a handful of Marines would be the best way to describe that amount. We have 6 Broodlords on the way. As soon as those Broodlords come out, I don't think MarinKing is going to really have a chance because he's been keeping up with production really well. He does know the Broodlords are coming, so he's getting some Vikings out. But the problem is that he's just been losing so many SCVs. As you can see, 38 SCVs, so only 7. He hasn't been able to really damage Losira when it comes to economy. And those Mutalisks are just running amok. They're doing whatever they please. So if he could get a Thor or 2 out, I feel he would have a really great advantage. Of course, the armory is up. And Link's coming in. Gonna get some more and more. Gonna get some more SCV kills there. Don't know why I like stuttered. Like, gonna get some more. As you see, Lings. There I go. Saying that stupid phrase again. As you can see. So Ling's gonna come in. They're gonna just get out. Here come the Broodlords there to siege up. I'm a Broodlord. So luckily there are 2 Vikings out here for MarinKing, and there are no corruptors. So these Broodlords are pretty naked. They're pretty unprotected. I should probably say, probably be a better term. Drop coming in over here. Gonna soon stim over there. There's a lot of Lings though. So I don't think that's going to be good for those Marines. Those Marines' life expectancy is not long. The Mutalisks are just been taking a break, actually. Just take a breather, flying around. And, of course, we can see that this base was taken out. This base being the last full mining base for MarinKing. This one just about to mine out. He does withdraw from there, 55, 55. 320 minerals there, so you know, that's quite a bit of minerals, but at the same time, it's just not worth it. Losira had a maxed out army to 147 Terran army, as we can see here. And now the Mutalisks are going to be coming in. I said that phrase again. Going to be getting huge SCV kills. MarinKing not even pulling them until it was too late. So you can see here, I got to stop saying that. 59 SCVs killed in total. Marines coming in, going to take out that spine collar, but luckily there are plenty of Lings in that base ready to take it out. Does take out this 5th, however, and the Mutalisks going to be coming in. They're going to be focusing down those medevacs. There's are a handful of corruptors, about 5 corruptors to the 6 of Vikings, and these corruptors are 2-1 as to the Vikings that are most likely 0-0. Yes, they are 0-0. Usually, kind of a rule of thumb when you start getting Vikings for Broodlords, just to mention, is that you usually just get level 1 attack right away because there's not going to be as much anti-air from the Zerg, and plus you'll have Marines to focus down corruptors if so desired to. The Mutalisks again coming in. There is no missile turrets for MarinKing at all. He does not have that great of an economy. As you can see here, I said it again. It's 82 to 20, 82 drones to 20 SCV. This is kind of coming to the end of the lines for MarinKing, unless he can make a really nice push, which he's got a great army, but he just needs to. It's going to come down to control, and MarinKing, when it comes to control, very stellar. Vikings slowly being picked away. I don't think actually any Vikings were taken out. No Vikings were taken out, so it's still going to be 6 Vikings to 7 corruptors, with the Marines going to be fine. Baneling coming in was unfortunately shot. Now the Vikings coming in, the corruptors were nowhere near, so they were going to be able to take out a couple Broodlords, but massive Fungi Growths going down on this entire army. As you can see, what am I doing without Control W? Now all the Marines are dead. There's only tanks surviving, and gonna unsiege from MarinKing, gonna try and get his tanks out of there. He's just making nothing but pure Marines here. And there's the GG from MarinKing Prime. Losira's gonna take game number 2 in this best of 3 series, all tied up. We're gonna go to the ace match really soon. Please subscribe to my channel, Nerdcraft FTW. I hope you enjoyed this cast. I kind of felt like I was tripping over myself a little bit. There's a Red Bull like right in front of me, and I really want to drink it because Red Bull's delicious, so I was kind of a little distracted. Please subscribe to my channel though, and if you so choose to desire, odd choice of words, you may follow me on Twitter. Yes, I'm giving you permission to follow me on Twitter. No, I'm asking you, please follow me on Twitter if you choose to do so. That is at nerd_craft. From there, you'll get updates as to when I cast, what I'll be casting, as well as when I go live on my live stream. Plus, you get like little daily antics from me, and I like to think I'm a fairly entertaining person who I like to look at the positive side on life, and I try to like make a joke out of everything. So yeah, Game 3 coming at you pretty soon. Stick around. I'll see you then.